Hi folks, Passing here with your Antifa News Briefa for September 20th, 2021. This is about religious freedom and getting the vaccine. This all kind of came more into focus because of Nicki Minaj. Thank you, Nicki Minaj. Hey, call me Nicki Minaj or hit me up in comments. I love you. I want to talk to you. And it came up because she said something about pray on it in her tweet about not getting the vaccine or questioning getting the vaccine, which people have called into question. And they should, but hey, you started a dialogue. Good job there. Don't really want to put any more negativity on the vaccine because most of it's created by these Nazi Trumpers who are trying to spread a Trump virus genocide and get people killed. So even though people can innocently say things that they've heard or believe that helps that, some people are doing that intentionally and you don't want to help them. Here's the thing about religious freedom and the vaccine, because they're making it about, because Nicki Minaj's tweet included pray on it. So they're just trying to act persecuted, like to play a victim and act like there's some type of religious freedom at question. There's not. But let me explain. You don't have to have religious freedom to not take the vaccine. You can just not take the vaccine. It doesn't have to be about your religious belief. No one's forcing anyone to take it, so you can just not take it. This is, in America, if you don't take it, you might lose your job. Now, can you force your job to keep you employed if you refuse to take the vaccine, which is, for the health measures of the company or whatever, based on religious reasons? Not really. You can't really it's not a religious discrimination if they don't let you stay on the job because you don't get vaccine, just because you say not getting a vaccine is a religious question. First of all, I'm going to defer to an article I just read this morning, or just read part of an article that says, there's not really a religion that in America that is against vaccines. There isn't one. Now, you can interpret any religion and say, that's why I'm against vaccines, and that's your religious belief, and that's your right to have that belief. The thing is, it's not a religious persecution if somebody doesn't hire you because you hold that belief, because it's not because your religion demands it of you. You're interpreting that belief out of your religion, which is fine to do, and fine to do even if you don't have religion. You can just say, I don't believe in the vaccines, and not take them. But there may be consequences for that as far as your travel or, whatever it is, concert attendance. I feel like one of those credit card things. This may affect concert attendance. If you have a low credit score, it may affect concert attendance. That's the good thing they can hold out in front of you. Concert attendance. So it'd be nice to have concerts again. But again, that's going to take getting rid of the virus. So there's two things. Wearing masks, whether you're vaccinated or not, wearing masks helps you keep from spreading the virus. You can still get and spread the virus even if you get no symptoms from it because you're vaccinated. In fact, you might be more likely to spread it if you're not taking precautions. So always take that precaution of wearing a mask. For the vaccinated or unvaccinated, wearing a mask helps us keep from spreading the virus. But getting vaccinated keeps your body from being a playground for the virus to develop variants. That's where the problem is. These people who are refusing to get vaccinated in America, which is like 30-40%, are helping spread the variants. Now, people in other countries, I just heard on the radio today, India has like 15% vaccinated, and maybe Africa has 20 or something, not a high percentage. Africa was doing really well at maintaining low death counts and low infection rates because they've had to deal with other, various African countries have had to deal with other communicable diseases like Ebola, and they have systems in place for dealing with it, or they take it seriously. So I was impressed that they had really, really low infection and death rates, at least for a while. And then maybe as things continue and keep getting worse in other parts of the world, when those variants get back to Africa, or when things get laxed up or whatever, it's gotten worse there. But they're not getting enough vaccines. And that was the solution, is just, fixing this whole capitalism thing where different companies can make each other's vaccines and we just make them everywhere. I think enough people want to do that. If the right people get out of the way and let that happen, we can really vaccinate huge populations that are missing out now and not feel guilty about getting a third booster shot that are already in our refrigerators in America or whatever else it is. So we can just make good on all of this. But the religious freedom piece of it, it's not really a question, because like I said, you can refuse to get their vaccine with religious freedom or not. But if you use religious freedom, it's not going to protect you from consequences of not having the vaccine. You're not going to be, but I did it for religious freedom, because no religion is telling you to do that. You're interpreting that out of a religion. Now, there are religious leaders. I saw even, before Nicki Minaj's tweet, I saw a month or so ago, I made a clip of it on my channel, a preacher, I think in California, who was like selling or, saying, I'll give you a pass. I'll give you I'll write a note from your mommy that says you don't have to take the vaccine because God. Well, that's just a huckster. Like, that guy's just using religion, selling religion to people who are afraid of a vaccine. And really, anybody who does that, anybody who's like, hey, if you join our church, we can get you out of a vaccine, that's a con artist. And anybody who's trying to get you out of a vaccine is a con artist, because the thing about the vaccine, any good religion, or it's a sign if you're in a church that is trying to tell you not to get a vaccine, you're in a bad church. Because any good religion is going to have the good of humanity, the good of your fellow man, as one of its main goals and foundations of being a religion. So a lot of churches have gotten out of the way. See my book, The Book of Judas, and the prequel, the BLM prequel, Black Lives Matter prequel, The Art of Betrayal by God. But these will, especially the Book of Judas, will explain how churches have gotten off track, and we can renew them all and start over. Well, we're going to renew them all. So this is going to be kind of the test of which way they go. Are you good or bad? Are you helping humanity, or are you hurting humanity? And yes, those bad churches will be starved of patrons, and that's not religion to do that. But also, you don't need it. So anyone who's telling you you need something that you don't need in order to save your soul or whatever, they're cheating you. So don't cheat yourself. Yeah, pray on it. But I think the answer that your goddess or God will come to for you is go ahead and get the vaccine. It's safe. Everybody else has gotten it, and it's been safe. And maybe pressure to get the one you want. If you don't want an mRNA vaccine, because that's a new style, pressure to get the Sinovac vaccine, or I think maybe even Johnson & Johnson, but pressure to be able to get other countries' vaccines here. And so everybody's making everybody else's vaccines. This is going to help for the partnership we need to save the world environmentally as well. Partnering with other nations, breaking down some laws that protect, certain greedy companies. It's all part of the same thing, and we're putting it together. But the goddess and God want us vaccinated and alive and safe and utilizing the best of science, because that's nature too. Science and nature, it's the same thing. It's science is derived from nature. So, and the more we appreciate and respect nature, the better science we'll have, and the longer we'll be here to do science. So let's do that, and thanks for watching. And Nicki Minaj, please call me. Lady Gaga too, love you. But yeah, we really need to talk to Nicki Minaj, and I'm glad Lady Gaga's on the right track with the beloved community and helping out with Black Lives Matter. But still, I can't wait to talk to both of you. And let's fix this. Let's work it out. Oh, and please share this video, because this is a shadow banned channel. So unless somebody shares it, people aren't going to see it. But thank you so much to everybody watching, sharing, commenting, and let me know if there's any questions or any concerns you have about what's been in here or anything. We'll talk about it in comments. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.